So John, good session. How do you feel it went from your point of view?
I thought it went very well actually. I felt, yeah, very comfortable.
Okay, in terms of all the questions, do you feel you gave good technical responses?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I thought they were clear, yeah, concise, yeah.
I mean, obviously, you're a very confident young man, which is really good to see. I saw a lot of very positive behavioural aspects. If we go right back to the beginning, when you entered the room, how do you feel that went?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. Of course, I was entering a room with people that I mainly know. So yeah, it's a joyous occasion, the return of the battalion.
Yep.
Yeah, it was an upbeat.
I mean, obviously, we're in a slightly false situation here, being in a training situation, but I think taking all of that on board, I really liked your warm, kind of engaging opening, and I think you'll certainly have made friends with the people that don't know you in terms of the audience. I think you engage the audience really, really well. Okay, what about your language, your use of language?
Well, I tried to, as I said, I tried to answer the questions clearly and concisely. You know, I didn't try. I just, you know, directly answer the specific question, and keep it as short as possible. Yeah. Frankly, yeah.
Which I think in the main you really did succeed at. I'd probably pick up a couple of small things that you will need to think about as you get more experienced here. I picked up the word roulement, which obviously I know what it means, and I know you know what it means. But it's a word that, depending on the audience, you might need to think about, because it is quite a specific military word. Yeah. So just as a possibility, you might want to use the word changeover or an equivalent. If we think about what the audience would be, if it's just defence correspondence, then it's a perfectly apt word. But if we had a family situation returning back to a base, we might well have a wider press in the room, and they may not know what that word means. And so it's just about thinking, who's your audience, what words are applicable.
Okay.
Okay?
And
so,
I guess that includes all these sort of nasty military acronyms, yeah?
I mean, IED was used within a question, so it's perfectly valid then to use it within the answer.
Okay.
But if you throw acronyms, as a general rule, if you throw lots of acronyms at an audience that might not know what they mean, you're going to lose some of that audience. So it's a very good point that you made. Okay, I think, like I say, in general, I was very pleased with the presentation. There was, however, one question that I felt could have been addressed in a more positive manner. I'd like to show you your response to the question. So the question was about our guys in forward operating bases forced to live on rations, and what other shortages did the battalion face? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the film of your answer. Okay, here we go.
I don't know anything about that. Doubtless there were other luxuries they had to do without too. The battalion was not on holiday. Next question.
How do you think that went?
Yeah. Not brilliant, I guess.
Okay.
I guess my emotion got the better of me there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was a rather silly question. And so I guess I gave my response as John, rather than my response as John, the press officer.
Well, you know. I mean, the very fact that you can see that you've made a mistake and then provide some self-analysis on it is fantastic. That's a really good step forward. And I think you fell into a trap.
Yeah.
You didn't like either the questioner or the question. You found it offensive. And then what you did was, unfortunately, you let that show. And this is where the professional role, as a unit press officer, needs to be to the fore. So how else could you have answered that question? So the question was, what other shortages did the battalion face on the front line? What other options have you got?
Well, I guess now I would have explained that, look, you know, we endeavoured in every possible way to, you know, resupply these guys in the fog, air, land, and I know the guys did the best job they could, which hence the annoyance, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, to me it would be, you know, let's accentuate the positives. Look, we did everything possible. If there were shortages, it wasn't because we hadn't done as much as could be done, and actually, you know, whatever the guys had to endure, comparatively, it's not that harsh. You know?
And I think you're right. It is picking up, it's turning a negative into a positive.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, talking about what did work well, the regular supplies of mail, the internet access, the sufficient rations, ammunition. So it's trying to not get sucked down that negative route, because you have a dual role here. One is to give information, but the other is to represent the military in a positive way. So I think, again, you know, great credit. You have picked up that something didn't go so well, and I'm pretty sure the next time you have that kind of question, you'll respond much better. So, very good session. Thank you very much. We'll see you in 10 minutes' time. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
See you later.